What's going on YouTube? This is Vultures85 here. Following giving you the Exploring Evols Part 4. This is the deck list that I've been working on for the past couple months. And I'm really taking a different spin to the deck. Not because I want to be different or anything like that, but simply because I think there's a lot of potential for the deck to go in different directions. A lot of people are playing the brute that is way easier, just spam out guys as quickly as possible. And those decks really don't offer you a control aspect, which is extremely needed in the game to especially give you those pushes mid-game and grab those last couple life points to kill off your opponent. So without further ado, let's talk about the deck list and talk about some of the choices. So, first of all, triple Serato, because he has to be played in any Evol deck. You all know what he does. He becomes a 21 beater when he special summon. A base 19 is really nice. And after he special summons, if he destroys a monster, he gets you another Evoltile. So he's definitely needed in the deck. I'm playing triple Pelta, and a lot of people don't like Pelta, but I love having a 2000 ass to ward off Thunder Kings and Tengus and all that kind of stuff. Buy me some time when I don't have a Westlow to be flipped. And after he's been special summoned, he gains an extra 500 defense, so it makes him a 2500 ass. And then after that, if your opponent kills him via attack or via battle, you search for another Evoltile. Excuse me. So it makes your opponent waste a Smashing Ground or a Dark Hole or something like that to get over him, so you don't get the search. Next, 2 Volcano. I would play 3, but I absolutely despise drawing this guy. He is absolutely useless in hand unless you can drop him for a quick exceed. That's his only use, is to make the power plays, to be special summoned from the deck, and make exceeds. That's his only business. I highly disagree him being played 3. Of course, triple Westlow, your Gravekeeper Spy of the deck, is absolutely amazing. And anytime you draw this guy, especially when your opponent has low hand presence, it's absolutely just great. 1 Casenario. I feel that playing 1 is good enough. Playing anything more than that is way too... it spreads you way too thin. It makes you overextend. The other reason for playing Pelta is he's an absolute amazing target for Casenario, if you haven't gone through him already. 1 Najasho. There's lots of combo plays that you can go into with him, but I feel that he's more dead being played at 2. So playing 1 is just as... well, to me it's better. It gives you room for other stuff, and when you can play that Evo Force on him, or play the enemy controller and steal your opponent's monster, and then special and Evolsaur, it just makes absolutely amazing plays. So, on to the non-Evol lineup. Have 2 Thunder Kings, because Thunder King screws up everything, almost anything in the meta, without screwing up your deck as well. The only thing that it would screw up would be your search for Pelta if he gets destroyed by battle, or your Serato if he runs over something and then you can't search. But he really doesn't hurt the deck that much, especially if your opponent's playing it. It doesn't hurt because all your special summons except for your exceeds are non-inherent, so he's kind of useless when he's on the other side of the field. 2 Birdman. Birdman is just absolutely amazing. He allows you to recycle your Westlows after you flip them to get that quick little snipe in. So you flip the Westlow, get a Serato, attack their lowest monster, grab an Evoltile from your deck, bounce the Westlow for Birdman, Synchro for Black Rose, and Nuke. I've done the play way too many times, and I absolutely love it. And there's so many synchro options that you can go into with Birdman and Valor that, you know, I honestly, I can't play the deck without him anymore. And then, you know, double Effect Valor, because Effect Valor is just amazing. And, of course, it gives you more synchro options. So, onto the spells and traps. So, just a bunch of 1-of stacked up. So, Book, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Reborn. 2 enemy controllers. I like it because it's both offensive and defensive, especially when you can combo it with Najasho, like I said earlier. You can use it in conjunction with Casenario to throw something into defense mode and run it over, so you get that quick exceed during main phase 2. 2 Evo Force. Yeah, it's perfect at 2, just so you can get those dead Westlows taken care of, so you can make that mega play with Najasho, stuff like that. Forbidden Lance is absolutely amazing, since the deck tends to be very aggressive, and what the deck lacks is a big powerhouse, like a Hyperion or Christia or a Grapha, and Forbidden Lance kind of makes up for that in a lot of ways. So, double MST, double Smashing Ground, because random monster removal is always great. Pot of Avarice, Mirror Force, rather. Double D Prison, because it's amazing. And then Solemn Brigade. So, on to extra deck. Double Agia, double Doka. Those should be absolutely mandatory for Evols. I thought about pushing it to 3 Lagia, but honestly, I don't see where I could get the room in the extra deck. Double Utopia, because, you know, every once in a while you need that stopping power. If your opponent has something bigger, you need that quick exceed, and Utopia is a great candidate for just situational defensiveness. Number 17, Wind Up Zen mains. You can go into them with Casenario. You can use your dead Westlows to get them off. You can go into Birdman, like, if you want to reborn your Birdman later, you know, you exceed with Westlow Birdman and get one of these two, so you can just recycle that Birdman for Black Rose later on. Allied Justice Catastor, Brownic, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Stardust Dragon, all mandatory. Allied Justice, Decisive Armor, Mistworm, and Trishula. Decisive Armor is really damn good, especially like one of the biggest threats against the deck is agents, because they just go off so quickly. So if you're able to make him, you know, via having out a Birdman plus a 4 plus another 3, so like your Casenarios or your Westlow, then, you know, make Decisive Armor, pitch your hand, and then pitch your opponent's light hand, and you pretty much like OTK them from then on. So that's pretty much the deck list, you guys. I've been testing this on DN for the last couple months. Been testing it a lot. Its win ratio is definitely bigger than its loss ratio, especially against plants. It seems to tear plants apart. So I'm very happy with it. Guys, copy it up on DN, run it, all that kind of stuff. Tell me what you guys think. So this is still a work in progress. This is nowhere near done. This is very still an evolving deck. So yeah, pun intended. So yeah, comment, like, subscribe. Go ahead and do your thing. So this is Volturus over and out.